Okay boys, I want to take you through a few questions on substitution. So I've got 4 problems here. Let's go through them quite quickly. A plus B, so the secret to substitution is simply to replace the pronumeral with the number that it equals. So we can see from above, for question 1, that A is 2 and B is 3. So it really is as easy as going 2, because A is 2 and B is 3. 2 plus 3 obviously equals 5. Let's have a look at the second one. Now, when we say A, B, we mean A times B. There's an invisible times sign between the A and the B. So when pronumerals are together, it means they are times. And again, what we do is replace the A with 2. Remembering there's a times sign between the A and the B. Replace the B with 3, and we get 6. So you can see that A plus B is not the same thing as AB. Alright, question 3. A squared plus 5. That's pretty easy. We replace the A with 2. I'm going to put it in brackets for the moment and square it, and then we're going to add 5 at the end. So that's equal to 4 plus 5, which of course equals 9. Okay. This one, we've got to be a bit careful with negative signs. This is how I deal with it. Question 4. Negative B times C is how we read that. So negative B means we keep the negative sign there and replace the B with 3, and we're timesing it by C, which is negative 4. Okay, and then what we're going to do is minus C squared. Now C is negative 4, don't forget, and we square it. Okay, now be a little bit careful here. The first part to do is this part here. When we simply go, a negative times a negative is a positive, so 3 times 4 is 12. And then we're going to minus. Now remember this, that any numbered squared is always going to be positive, okay, because it means negative 4 times negative 4, so it's a negative times a negative. So negative 4 times negative 4, or negative 4 squared, is equal to positive 16. But we do have this minus sign here, okay, which we can't ignore. Okay, so it's minus 16, so my answer is negative 4. Okay? Let's have a look at some harder examples maybe. Okay. Right, question 5, let's have a go at it. So we've got A is 2, isn't it? So it's equal to negative 2 times B, which is 3, all over C, which is negative 4. Alright, so what we've got here is a negative times a positive, so it's 2 times 3 is 6, but it's negative 6 upstairs, and downstairs it's negative 4. And of course that can be simplified. Now the first thing is that we are dividing a negative by a negative, because a fraction is a division, remember. So a negative divided by a negative is going to give you a positive, and 2 goes into 4, it also goes into 6. So your answer there is quite simply positive 3 on 2, but we don't need the positive sign. Okay, so over to question 6. C squared plus A squared times B. Alright, so C, remember, is negative 4. Negative 4 all squared plus, now what's A? A was 2, so it's 2 squared times B, which is 3. All over, we call that a vinculum, remember, a vinculum, so it's all over, 3A, so it's 3 times 2. Okay, let's make a bit more space so we can continue working on problem 6. Alright, what have we got here, lads? We've got, now, negative 4 squared is 16, so that equals 16, plus 2 squared is 4 times 3, all over 3 times 2, which is 6. And that equals, we're nearly there, you do the multiplication upstairs in the numerator first, don't you? So it's 16 plus 12 over 6, which equals 28 over 6. And the highest common factor for 6 and 28 will be 2. So we've got to simplify fractions, guys, when we can. So it's going to be 14 over 3. And you don't need to convert that to a mixed number, but if you wanted to, remember what the go is. You ask how many times does 3 go into 14? The answer is 4, and what's left over? 2. 2 what? 2/3. But I would accept this 14 over 3 as a perfect answer. And that's how we go about substitution.